All these different countries. The students can they do some ending, not where they got accepted, but where they're here and they're learning how to. After class, you can see there are a lot of
Yeah, I'm busy.
I'll probably give
You know what?
something. Picture students in host family or dorm. Yeah, this is a place we call atrium. You can see all these flags and represent the students from all these different countries.
Yeah.
Student body.
Yeah, our agency is interesting about the Korean students. Is coming in here.
Drink colors.
Yeah.
So right now I have a lot of students coming from China.
Yeah.
But I think we're always interested in getting students from all over the world, from different countries as well.
Yeah, I also heard about many Indian students and the Chinese students interesting about the very smart students that coming to the USA.
Right. So we're trying to find, like in China we have a lot of established Asian relationships. But in South Korea we don't. We're kind of having some of the students or families knew us because we're a Christian school. They have that faith background. So and then like by the words of mouth, and they will refer to their family and friends. But like I love working with students from South Korea. They are very goal-oriented, right? And then they're also very academically very strong. And the difference between them and our Chinese students is a lot of students from South Korea, they do have the faith component.
I understand.
So they knew, like, even if you grew up in a Catholic family or Christian family, they knew faith. They learned about Jesus. So there's no like big culture shock when they come over here. And still there's adjustment.
It's a common in here.
It is adjustment, but it's not like, oh, I've never heard about that. So I like that part of about the students. And also here at Wheaton Academy, we're not only a Christian school, but we're doing everything in excellence. We have many AP classes that we offer to students, advanced classes, and we have classes offered dual credits. We have classes that I just see that for a lot of Korean family would be a good kind of like win-win, right? So I send my kids to a school that they can know more about their faith, and then at the same time it can prepare them well to go to college, because those families are not just here to send their kids to high school. They want to go to college. They want to go to good college to study and even earning a master. Get into graduate school, like get a master's degrees or PhD degrees. So I don't know what your agent, the organization that you work with.
I always companies. It's South Korea, some the spot, and I'm trying to in here the frontier about the USA's companies too, because in honestly, I'm stay in the California, San Francisco, because my husband's postdoctor in the UC Berkeley and Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory, and moving here, we visit the many famous colleges and national laboratories. So I realized in Naperville and Wheaton is Chicago West suburb area is very safety and good quality for the education. So nowadays, many Korean people think about most of the very safety and good city is it's usually Korean people think about in Naperville it's Naperville and Wheaton is I'm living in here during the 7 years it's a very good qualities that I realize that
I live here West Chicago close to Naperville and Wheaton. I feel like West Suburbs overall is very safe, and I don't know if you know that, but Wheaton College, not far away from here, they have a large population of students from South Korea. They have a lot of international students.
One college is the Wheaton College?
Yeah, Wheaton College, because it's a faith-based college, and then so they have a large group of students from South Korea every year. So
it is easier F visas, some students visas.
Right. I think for a lot of the Wheaton College is not an easy school to get in. You have to have a very strong academics, and also they're looking for students to have a strong faith. For Korean families, for those families who are going to, I know they don't stop there. Again, they're going to go to get a master's degree, get to PhD degrees, but here in the U.S. and sometimes undergrad school, they have different portfolio. They're looking for students having different portfolios, different backgrounds. So for the Asian kids, it's not necessarily a lot easier for them to get in to the undergrad school, right? So many students who are like, okay, I'm not gonna have 4 years of experience, college experience, but also have very good academic foundation, so it helps me get into the master's degree, some prestigious master's degree program or PhD program. Like Asian students don't normally just get a 4-year college degree and then be done, right? It's a 10 plus year process. So it's a good foundation. Like we feel like we are part of that foundation work as well. I work with a lot of, because I speak Chinese, so I work with a lot of families from China.
It's usually in the for example, it's the Benedict in the layers near the Naperville is usually white people coming some Korean people think I'm only Asian, but in here many Asian international students is a good opportunity.
Right, and it's not like just it's our school has changed a lot. It used to be predominantly like white people, like white students coming, but right now it's much more diversified, and you can see our student population has changed, even with students coming from, in our student body, we have students coming from all these different countries. They're immigrants, and parents are first generation, and then their kids are like second generation. I think Korean flag is all the way in the back over there, right?
And also, second generations, back to the Korea, but it's the parents such as doctor and the professors. Very interesting about the education. It's the kids citizen in here. They try to prepare the everything in here.
We have only one international student from South Korea. Mom and dad live in South Korea right now, but we have a lot of second generation Korean students here. Those are in our day program.
In this case, it's South Korean students stay in the homestay. It's connecting the school.
So he lives across the street, one of the houses across the street over there. So this student from South Korea, the way that we identify international students is, first of all, they're not born in the United States. They don't have a U.S. passport. So they also need a host family when they come in and attend Wheaton Academy. Like I said, those second generation students from South Korea, they're born here. Although their mom and dad first language might not be English, but they're living with their families while they're attending Wheaton Academy. The students who are currently from South Korea. Like he is living in one of our host home. The
yeah.
host home is trained and recruited by Wheaton Academy.
Yeah.
We don't outsource that. We don't give
Yeah.
that to other people. You know, to tell the other agent to find the host family for us.
Yeah.
We do all those work.
Is the host family is the native family or the
Yeah, they are all like they have strong connections
Yeah.
to Wheaton Academy. They're
Yeah.
all native speakers. They're Americans. There we have they might from different like ethnic backgrounds, but they're all native, like middle class local families that has connection with the Wheaton Academy.
Yeah, that's why I'm also interested about it's a local families together living. There is more learn the native English.
Right. So we don't put them with like, you know, if the family. I'm from China. Like I said, sometimes my husband's from China too. So at home we don't just speak English. We speak other languages too, right? So we just don't feel like that's a very good environment for international students to get cultivated into American culture, right? But then
it's because the elementary students emotional, homesick, missing the mamas. So that's why many younger kids looking for the internationals family. But in high school students, it's more good opportunities the native
right,
families.
and then they can improve their English. You know, when they stay with their host families, they have to learn and use English every day. It's really helped them to improve their English, help them to get better
and learn the
culture.
native cultures too.
Yeah, that's a big piece of it. And then the other part, of course, Wheaton Academy, we try to find students, families who are currently very involved with Wheaton Academy. We have a lot of events over the weekend. We have a lot of like activities where students get involved. So if you live in an area or live close to school or they're in a host family, a lot of host family, their own kids are currently attending Wheaton Academy, so they can send their kids together, with their host brother. My goal also is similar. So they don't feel isolated in their own home and their own environment.
I would like the next time to have a chance. It's a school event. I would like some kinds of USA high school, private high schools, some events. It's a Korean families. Parents interesting studies.
We have
because there is not experience about in USA private high school system.
Right. So we have a lot of events. Like right now, winter, we have a lot of basketball games, and families will come over here at night to watch basketball games.
I saw in YouTube. In here, the basketball teams. Very good.
Basketball team, and we also have. In the fall, we have football games, a big football field. It was very awesome. Like everybody get together to watch football. And we also have like musical. We have musicals that if you follow our Instagram or Facebook account, you can see the musicals we're doing Les Mis this year. So it's very we put up that production every year in spring musical. It's a big thing. All these are big school events.
It's such as a big school event. Please forwarding for me.
Like I will love to, or you can. I think the best way for you to check is to look at the Facebook pictures and videos and all these.
I talk to the company and the schools using the Instagram and the Facebook.
Right. So I talked to marketing department. They were like, any pictures they post online, you guys can use that if you want to promote Wheaton Academy for sure. We also give a very generous commission fee to the agents.
Do you have an open house in the school?
We have open house for students and families, and if you want to attend, just say, hey, I don't know if you have your kids or not, you can come and join as a prospective family. I know there's a February 12th.
February 12th?
February 12th, there is, I can send you the RSVP.
Because yes, near the neighborhoods, I'm with the many open house. There is it's a connect together the agencies. There is the open house. Some the curriculum for the school.
Right. So I can go to the admission office. We can walk over there when I give you a tour. I can help you sign up if you're interested. February 12th, you can come, but that's normally for a freshman, like new students, or if you're considered for your own kids, for example, or you're on behalf of other parents consider
It's
Wheaton Academy.
because interesting about the Korean parents prepare the receive the F visa and the process for the coming in here, getting the admissions.
That process slightly different. The admission process for international students slightly different from the admission office, because the admission office do not handle all the international applications. Like our office, the international program office handle. But we don't do an open house just for international family because many of them living overseas. I have those connections with agents. So I normally would just like what we do today, and we'll come in and sit down and talk. But if you want to just come and see what it looks like and feel like, what kind of program that we offer, we have a curriculum guide I can share with you. I have a lookbook that I can share with you. If you want to, you can of course come to the freshman or the prospective family night. Just
because around me it's around the living in here. Some people's interesting about in here to it's they have a citizen and the near here. So also interesting about
if those kids, if their citizenship, if they are U.S. citizens, right, and then from South Korea or they want to attend a private school, then or even they might be working with you. Through the application, but they need to apply through the admission side. But if they
use you say it's a common admissions process, and the international students is separate.
Correct, because international students are for those students who needs F-1 visa.
It's the F-1 and the
I-20, and our office sponsor all of those things.
SEVP.
Correct. So, but the admission side, like you said, if they're citizens, if the South Korean students are born here, if their parents, even their parents might not be citizens, parents could be green card holders, but then they should apply through the admission side, from the day student side, because they are American students living with the family, there will be everything will be just like American.
Do you have many hostess connected in here?
Yeah, we do. We have
how many host families connect together?
I work with a colleague, and her name is Mrs. Marlena Visker, and she's a coordinator of host family. But we don't run a program to say we have a host family standby. We constantly recruit for new host families, and then
many host families living near here.
Yes, a lot of them live across the street. A lot of them live in like driving distance here. We currently have about 20 plus host families.
Because in Naples, many people interesting about the host family, but Naples in here is a 30-minute driving. That's a little bit far. The commute is if homestays, I'm looking for near here.
Right, and also like unless the family they're staying with have their own kids come to Wheaton Academy, right? So we have day students live in Naperville. If day students live in Schaumburg, live in like even north of or south of big Chicago area.
Is possible the school bus in the Naperville or the Schaumburg?
No, we do not do. We do not bus students. So it's challenging. That's why host family will need to drive their kids to school. If their own kids come to Wheaton Academy, then they can bring their kids, international students, right? It's a lot easier. So
I also think about in this way is good for the students, and it's a better safety and learn the USA life and education. Focusing.
The majority of our students, majority of our host families live in West Chicago, Wheaton. A few of them live in like maybe Carroll Stream. I don't think anyone. Well, one family live in Naperville because their own kids are attending here. So those are the current family, about 20 plus families that we work with right now. The majority of them live in like within 20 minutes. Like the family live in Naperville, live by Naperville North. So it's not a long drive, right? It's better than south, right? Better than like 117
in here
degrees.
It's near the Continental Park, so
It's not that bad.
It's because in Naperville people it's visit many times the Wheaton Farmers Market and the Continental Park.
It's not that bad. It's just a little bit. Another 5 or 10 minutes we'll be here. So, but you know, if you have any family, for example, in your network who are interested in hosting international students, please refer them to our program because we need to see their application, we need to background check them, we need to train them, and we also pay a stipend to those families who are hosting our international students. But we want to make sure those are the family that align with our values, who are like a good family that we can
Do you
work
have
with.
some the evaluations, some some kinds of speaking test or it's a qualified
Evaluation for students? When we receive their applications, we require transcripts from the past 2 years. We require language proficiency test.
And do you need some TOEFL or
we're working with Duolingo test. They need to have Duolingo test 95 or whatever equivalent to the TOEFL score or
nowadays many schools choose the Duolingo.
It's because they can test at home and then they send it to us the report that we can see students writing examples and you know, it's just easier after COVID. But we accept the ITSL test, the IELTS test, and then the TOEFL test or Duolingo. We accept all of those, but it's sometimes harder to translate to find equivalent
Do you
score.
have also some the limit?
95.
95?
The Duolingo because it's we do offer ESL class for the first semester, but after that, students will go right into taking classes with American students. So the reading and writing.
It's studying together with native students. It's
Yeah, but
almost follows the language.
So students will need to participate in the class. They need to learn new subjects in English. We just found that if their language proficiency level is too low, it won't be a good experience for them. And plus, our Asian families often have very high expectations for their kids to go to college. So again, this is another I feel like this is a very necessary requirement.
After the graduate, many students go to MIT or the near in here is the famous college.
We have students, I think every year we have students go to a lot of different type of universities or even Ivy League schools, but for Asian family, I think culturally is very different. You probably know that. In Asian family, this is, if my kids can go to Ivy League school, I will do whatever it takes to send them there, right? For American kids, on the contrary.
It's near in here, the colleges.
Right, there are a lot of schools like University of Chicago, Northwestern, Wheaton College, and then UIUC. Those are the common one that our students would go to, and then even in Notre Dame, in Indiana, right?
Because
Ohio.
my husband, is a scientist, so many friends, is the doctor degree or the postdoctors, it's around in here, and many is famous colleges.
Right, but then, like I said, some of the American families, they don't choose to end up going to the Ivy League school because they don't think first maybe school didn't give them enough scholarships, didn't give them enough, so they don't feel like it's worth it. Their kids will go, instead of going to those big name school, might choose to go to smaller Christian college who give them a lot of scholarship or financial aid. So it's very different.
And
culturally.
otherwise, another Korean parents think about very strictly and harder the Korean school system. So of course the USA's is environment very freedom and many varieties doing sports and experience. So that's why the parents is studying in here. So there's the kids too.
Right. So like some parents, if they think experience is important, then they don't necessarily would say like, okay, I can just send my kids here for a year to experience a high school experience and go back. But I think our traditional F-1 students are really geared towards getting to a very prestigious college or university, or even at least want to study going to like STEMs and going to math or science field to study something, right? So they're very excited about. Like I think it's different profiles, and we have students go into, like I said, as a high school, we work with all sort of students to understand what's their plan, what's their family's financial plan, to find the best fit for them. And even, like I said, some of very bright Asian kids don't go into the Ivy League schools and for undergrad, but they will end up going to the Ivy League school for master's degrees or PhD degrees. And in the U.S., people don't look at the first degree; they look at your final degree, right? See where you get your PhD, right? So for that part, I think we're just focused on students' growth. That's the most important part.
It's a very the varieties. It's many experience in here. That's a very important thing, I think.
Yeah. So would you like to look around? We are the Blue Ribbon School, 2019, and unfortunately that program, was the kind of like they stopped this year. This is the students can they make their own program every single week to put up like a classes. This is one of our dances to Saka. We have guidance counselor here, social workers here. In the United States, like there's 1,300 plus attending, not where they got accepted, but where they're attending school. I think, where is it? Yeah, New York. And we have students lab. We can see so we have a very strong engineering program for those students who wants to enjoy, like, learn about engineering while they're here, and they're learning how to like the classes over here is an intro to engineering class. There's they're like advanced engineering classes.
Some kinds of the chemical.
This chemistry lab.
Yeah.
It's a chemistry class. You can see there are a lot of when teacher gives lectures, there's in the front. Kids in the front, and then if they're doing labs, they're going to the back. Their lab tables set up, for students.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
yeah, just and then genetic research and students, has international program. So our goal is to help our international students to learn to first, foremost, like pursue their academic goals, and secondly, we want them to be able to, really understand Spiritual Life Week. So everybody's going to chapel. Just realize that in that way.
I'm visit the open house. It's the
Picture Rochelle. Like we talked about a lot of different types of students from South Korea. Can give you like those are 4-year courses will look like. you know.
And this is the kind of thing where, like, if you're like, tell me more about entrepreneurship too, the curriculum guide explains what those classes are. So this is like the overview, and these are the details.
It's a 24. That's an older
studies
one.
the years.
There's change, but you know we're still printing those newer
It's
ones.
guideline is similar and updating.
Very similar. Like, we changed the order of Bible class, so like same classes, different sequencing. We have more classes that go for college credit, for dual credits. We added a broadcasting class. Like, we got rid of we merged 2 AP physics classes. It's minor. It's not.
The updated one's always on the Wheaton Academy website.
Yeah, it'll be on the website.
Thank
Next,
you.
Our publication. This has some of our that. Just our financial.
You can keep that, but I was visa like exchange students program. The host family cannot get paid. Our program is based on that. You know, we only take F-1 students, but then we can pay our host family. I know some schools they take both, but I need to check with our DSO. Last time I heard that we can only take F-1 students. Yeah.
We built and kind of what they're for. So the